12 weeks have come and gone as we are 3/4 of the way through the high school football season, where only the best of the best compete and survive to win a state championship. Welcome to Home Team Friday, the Tri-State's original 30-minute football show. Kentucky has finally joined the postseason party, but the Tri-State schools still standing were amongst split in half tonight. Actually, those schools 15 entered the night, but only the best of the bunch moved on. Our showdown this evening takes place in Paradise, where it has felt like every ounce of the word for the Castle Knights as of late. Even after the loss to Memorial in the final week of the regular season, Doug Hurt's boys are buzzing, and their defensive leader has committed to play football for the reigning national champions. But after losing to North in the playoffs for the first time ever last season, the question is, can they get back on track at home tonight? Up in the jungle, there were no fun and games. It was all business between the two state champion favorites in 3A. Memorial and Heritage Hills have met 17 times in their illustrious histories. In the postseason, the Tigers hold an 11-6 record in those contests, but they haven't met since 2017, which, by the way, was the last time Memorial won a 3A state championship. And we'll go off the gridiron here, where we dove deep into the process of recruiting, NIL, and the transition from high school to college football. All right, it's time for the #1 football show in the Tri-State. It's Home Team Friday, and it starts right now.
It's time for Home Team Friday, brought to you by Expressway Dodge.
Boonville has given Wright some issues in the postseason in recent years, though now that the Panthers have a couple of losses under their belt, Ben Davies and his team feel ready for the challenge. Boonville's first drive, Grant Davis connects with Tyler Reinhardt over the middle, blown up by Xavier Burris. Big hit, eventually forcing a punt. On offense now, Davies and the Panthers trick play, even trick the cameraman. How about the hands on defense from Reinhardt? Picked off for the turnover. But then this happens. A bad snap over the head of the punter sets up Wrights in threatening territory, and you can't give him that type of room to work with. Inside the 5, handoff to Landon McClarney, punches it in for a touchdown. Wrights holds off their kryptonite, 35-6, the final. That's Colin Davies. I'm Michael Gross, and this is Home Team Friday. Thanks so much for joining us on a chilly night. First of the bunch here for high school football season.
Yeah, can't wait. And you know, the weather gets colder. That means the games are that much tenser. And the goosebumps aren't just because it's cold outside. It's because we've got some great games to get to.
Very true. Coming up on regional championships and the second round of the Kentucky State Championships and their playoffs as well.
First round for them.
First round for them. Second round is next week. Teams are beginning to dwindle. Yeah,
and we'll see who decides to come out of Kentucky. Owensboro Catholic, we know they're looking to get back to a state championship. But how about Henderson County? Can they make a run right here? It starts against Barron County. Colonel's down 13-7 at the half, and then things get worse. The safety, as the long snap is too high, Waylon Clemens gets the credit on the tackle. So the Trojans get the ball back, and Dalen Thomas gets the handoff and takes it 50 yards to the house. 21-7 lead for Barron. Later in the third, Barron's going to fumble on the pitch, and Andrew Anand recovers it inside the 10. Now, fourth down for Henderson. Trajan Davis throws to the end zone, and it's picked up by Bray Bewley. So we head to the fourth quarter. Colonels at their own 33-yard line, and Anthony Burris, they don't need that great field position for him. He takes off, speeds his way 67 yards for an answer, but it's not enough as the Colonel season comes to an end. 21-14.
Man, what an upset there. All right, let's head to Owensboro down the Audubon Parkway. Red Devils up by 30. Yeah, 30. Second quarter. Trevor DeLacy hands off to Amarian T. Green, who crashes through Ohio's line and scores a touchdown. Nice and easy, even though it didn't look that way. Now, on the other end of things, Eagles quarterback Aiden Farris tosses one up. This one intercepted at midfield. Khalil Shemwell, 20-yard run after the interception. Now DeLacy again has Braden Burke on the crossing route, barreling his way into the end zone. Owensboro blanks him, 58-0.
Now we head to Union County and Glasgow. early on, Union County is going to be at the 5, and Jaron Johnson muscles his way to open up the scoring, just will not go down. And onside kick is good, so the Braves get the ball right back. And it's Johnson again, doubles the lead. Union County stops the Scotties immediately, so they have the ball again, and here's Johnson. Oh my goodness, it's a beast quake, a pickup of 28 yards. I thought he was going to go all the way. Then they finally take him down. I mean, he took all 11 in the personnel. And how about Johnson? It's his 3rd touchdown of the corner. This kid just that good. The Braves roll 45-16.
Hey, Union County got the win. I tell you what, though, that Glasgow mascot or the little logo there, that might be my favorite.
I do like the Scotties. It's unique. It's unique.
All right, it's showdown time. North and Castle, a rich history. In the postseason, had only met 9 times before last year. Castle had won all of them. Then a 110-point shootout that North got the victory of. Maybe changed the tides between the two. Both of them, though, very different seasons to this point.
Yeah, you know, North has kind of been a little bit of a down year, but they've gotten better lately, and Castle has looked like the most improved team since the start of the year.
Yeah, Castle has one of the best defenses in the Tri-State, and they're going to try and hold off the Huskies. Here, let's get to the highlight. Castle and North back in the sectional championship for the 3rd time in the last 3 years. Doug Hurt, Benny Patterson, and the Knights out to an early lead, but Jason Rucker, the second, dialed up another gear. How about this? Turning on the Jets, racing his way into the end zone, 7-7 ball game. So let's pick up 4th and short for the Castle Knights inside the 15. They'll go for it, and they're stopped on the handoff to McCool. North's defense, which Colin hasn't been stellar this season, grabs a big goal line stop. And the very next play, a jet sweep touch pass to Cole McBride. And this is why it's NCAA 25's most used play. 81 yards to the house. This is your favorite play, is it not?
Of course, use the jet sweep all the time.
Takes it to the house. North with their first lead on Castle since last year's sectional championship win. They were up 14-7 at the half, but Max McCool and company turned up the burners in the second to win it 31-21. They move on to the regional championship.
All right, back in Owensboro, Ocath and Crittenden County. Ocath up 6-0 first quarter. It's Brady Atwell, passes to Darion Crow in the flat, and he stiff arms his way. Look at like Derrick Henry for the touchdown. It makes it 13-0. And Atwell going to hand off to Miles Edge, who takes the ball, juke it out, multiple defenders, shakes them off, and 50 yards for the score. And then we had the show, Brady Atwell just running the ball, carries it through the Crittenden defensive line, gains a 1st down here. He's going to be a problem going forward in the postseason for every team as the Aces roll 41-13.
He is a behemoth of a man. All right, on the other side of the break, more highlights. Will the 3A state champion come out of this juggernaut of a game in the jungle? Plus, some scores from around the Tri-State.